Hey everyone, I'm doing a tutorial on these little bags. I'm calling them tie-down bags, but really you could use them for anything. I made these tie-down bags a while ago out of some mesh as requested by Charlie, but he later decided that he didn't want the mesh anymore. So now I'm making some tie-down bags out of jeans. So first I'm just cutting off the ends of the denim and I'm deciding how wide to make them. I went with 9 inches for mine, which made it a finished dimension of roughly 8 inches. So once I cut all of the legs up into segments, then I cut off each of the bottom hems, and then I open one of the seams up with a seam ripper. Since this is denim, you can kind of be a little bit rough and just run it all the way through. If you don't want to do this or don't have a seam ripper, you can just cut off that seam. Now these tie bags in particular, I'm making for a buddy who happens to like the Red Wings, so I'm doing a little bit of a Detroit Red Wing embroidery work on them. By all means, skip this part or add something different to your taste. If you do the embroidery work, you're going to need to cut off like little connecting threads afterwards, and I went ahead and sealed it with some fray check since this could be under a little bit of abuse. Then you're going to want to put 2 buttonholes at the top, maybe 1 inch or so down, and these should be wide enough to accept whatever rope you're going to put into the bag. Then I got out my serger. I haven't used this thing in ages, so luckily I still remembered how to thread her, and then I used the serger to join both of the sides. Once that's done, cut open your buttonholes and fold down the edges twice so you have a finished edge on that inside. You're going to want to have that edge folded down just below those buttonholes. Make sure not to sew across the buttonholes. When I was done with that, I went back to the fray check and I fray checked those bottom edges of serging as well as the buttonholes. And I apologize for my light still being on. I completely forgot all about it. I'll have to get better when I'm filming. I'm sorry, guys. I'm using some nylon rope. If y'all don't know, nylon melts at high heats, so if you take a little bit of fire to it, it'll seal up the edges. That's also why you don't want to buy nylon ribbon for dresses, because if you iron them at any amount of heat, they will melt. Hashtag learn to sew. Hashtag back in the day. Hashtag I taught myself. Hashtag don't judge. And you can just use a safety pin to thread that through the casing that we've created. And if you thread the rope so they crisscross on the inside as they're coming out, the bag will pull tight easier. If that makes sense. But I'm tying the ends of the rope into a little knot and pulling down so the knot doesn't come undone. And then I'm sort of melting the knot on top of itself to try to keep it together as well. And there you go, you've got a tie-down bag to organize your ratchet straps or to use for whatever your needs happen to be. I hope y'all enjoyed this and found this helpful, and I'll catch y'all next time.